Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the subject General Science of Standard 6. So we are learning the lesson Natural Resources, Air, Water and Land. The last time we have seen that there is a 71% water and 29% land is there. So we will see the next part of the lesson. So here we are going to see the next natural resource, that is air. Last time we have seen water and land. Now let us see what is given here. The air in the atmosphere around the earth contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 inert gases, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water vapor and dust particles. So here what are the components of air and which are the gases present in the air are given here. So which are they? Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, helium, neon, like that. These are the inert gases. Nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water vapor and dust particles. These are the constraints of the air. Now see, the troposphere contains about 80% of the total mass of gases in air, while this proportion is about 19% in the stratosphere. So here there are the layers given here of atmosphere. So first, this troposphere contains about 80% of the total mass of air gases and 19% is present in stratosphere. Further, in mesosphere and ionosphere, the proportion of mass of gases goes on decreasing. So these are the layers of the atmosphere, okay, around the earth. So which are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and ionosphere. So the proportion of mass of gases goes on decreasing. Gases are not found in the exosphere and beyond. So there are gases are not present in exosphere and beyond that in the universe. Okay, so here given the layers of the atmospheres. So which are they? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. Okay, these are the layer. So here given 80% air is in the troposphere and 90% is in the stratosphere. Okay, so it becomes 99%, but there is only 1% in mesosphere and ionosphere, and exosphere there is no air, no gases are present. So what is here given here? You can see that air is a mixture of several gases and in the chief constituent of the Earth's atmosphere. Beside these gases, air also contains water vapor and dust particles. So here the gas is a mixture of air is a mixture of gases and the chief constituent of the Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere around the Earth is there. There is a mostly gases, and beside this there is also water vapor and also dust particles. The amount of the gases in the air is the greatest near the surface and decreases as we go higher and higher from the surface. So the air is more at the surface of the earth near the land, and as we go above the land it goes on decreasing as you go higher and higher in the space. That is, air becomes rarer at higher altitude. So when you go on the mountain there is less air present, so we require oxygen at that place. So here the proportions of the constituents of air and some of their uses are given here. So here one diagram is shown here. Here given all the constraints which are present in the air of the atmosphere. So there is a 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, argon is a inert gas, other constituent of air 0.07%, and carbon dioxide is 0.03%. So this total 100% is there. Okay, other constraint means water vapor, dust particle, these are the constraints. Okay, so these are the gases total, okay, present in the air. So see, this is 100% air distribution, how which gases are present in the air. So there is a 78% nitrogen, means nitrogen is more, and oxygen is 21%. Okay, so see here, they here given some uses of gases in air. So see here, nitrogen is more in the earth atmosphere, in the air present, which helps living things to build the necessary proteins. It is useful in the production of ammonia and in airtight packaging of foodstuffs. So see here, nitrogen is also not only oxygen and carbon dioxide, nitrogen also plays major role in the life on the earth. What it does, it helps living things to build necessary proteins. We require proteins to live, to get muscle strong. So it is useful in the production of ammonia, which is used to packaging of the food, which the outer surface of the food is because of ammonia. Okay, now oxygen. What is the use of oxygen? Necessary for respiration in living things and for combustion. So oxygen is also required for our respiration. We breathe because of the oxygen, and we can live properly. And also combustion, for getting a fire. Without oxygen, fire cannot burn. You cannot burn anything without help of oxygen. Now carbon dioxide. Plant use it for producing their food, used in fire extinguisher. So carbon dioxide is used by plant to produce food by the process of photosynthesis, and it is used for fire extinguishers, means those are used if there is a fire at any place. The fire extinguishers use carbon dioxide to stop fire. Okay, now there is the next gas, argon. It is used in electric bulbs. So see here that yellow bulbs giving yellow light giving bulbs are there, in that argon gas is there. Also the white tubes are there, there also the gas is there. Now helium, used for obtaining low temperature and also for generating lift in airships. So see here, it is used in low temperature, means if you want to make temperature below the 0°C, at that time helium gas is used, and also it used for generating lift in airships. So see here, neon gas is used in decorative lights, which are used for street lighting, means different color lights we are getting because of neon gas. This street lighting means on the road you see there is a light lamps are there, they are used neon gas. Now krypton is used for fluorescent tubes. So see here, in our house also there are tubes, there are the gases are used. Okay, it is also used for the hoardings which are on the names of the hotels, or some place name, they are shown by this light tubes. Their gas use krypton. Xenon used in flash photography. So see, the flash coming out of the mobile, or we go get a camera, in that flash is coming out, that flash there is use of the gas xenon in that bulb. Okay, now what is given here, always remember the living world on the earth is sustained due to the balance between various gases and other constituent of air. So life is possible because there is a balance between the all gases. That if there is something changes, then it will have an adverse effect on the life on the earth. So that atmosphere is very important filter. It allows the light and heat of the sun to reach the earth, while it is necessary for life. but it prevents the harmful element from reaching the earth. It is in the atmosphere that is fog, clouds, snow and rain are produced. So see here, there is a balance between the gases. So there is no percentage change in the gas. So it's little percentage change that will adverse effect on the life on the earth. As you see, we are saying that carbon dioxide increases because of pollution, and it has adverse effect on the temperature. The temperature of earth is increasing, and many living things are vanishing from the earth. Uh, some animals and plants are vanished because of the increase in the temperature of the earth. Also, this atmosphere, you know that ozone layer is there in the atmosphere which filter the sunlight, which will not make enter of harmful rays, and also it prevents the elements, some poisonous gases from the space will not reach to the earth because of this atmosphere. And because of this atmosphere we get fog, clouds, snow and rain. Okay.